Good morning, good morning. It's the Last Minute Laura Show. Good morning, hello. Hey everybody, good morning. Welcome back. Happy Monday. It's Monday, December 16th. We are pretty freaking close to Christmas at this point, aren't we? Where's my calendar? Let's see. We have the 25th is Christmas. Literally just over a week left until Christmas. A week and 2 days. We are almost there. Good morning, Candace. Nice to see you this morning. Welcome, welcome. To those of you who are coming on in, come in. Don't forget to click the thumbs up button as you come into the stream this morning. It helps the channel grow, and you're already here, so you might as well. I'm also a bit off today, Candace, so I'm totally fine with that. We can have off days. That is totally cool. I'm still sick. I'm getting through it. And I'm in a little bit of a slump. Don't really know why. Came on yesterday all at once, just feeling just sad. No reason. Nothing's happening. Nothing bad has happened. Just feeling a little sad. So hopefully it doesn't stick around for too long because I'm not in the mood to have a Christmas depression. I'm not in the vibe for that today. I'm still on antibiotics. I'm on 3 times a day until finished, and I've got about half a bottle left. So hopefully the infection will clear. I have some infection. I have an ear infection and possible pneumonia. Still coughing, still phlegmy, still a wet cough. Same with Alex, still an ear infection, still a wet cough. He has eardrops now for his infection. Fingers crossed we can get through this week. I would like to not have any symptoms as of Christmas. That would be ideal. But, we can't really control what we can't control. So we're just going to take good care of ourselves this week. I recommend the same to you guys. If you have family Christmas stuff coming up, maybe wear your masks when you're out this week, because apparently there is a very contagious strain of pneumonia going around. I mean, COVID is still around too, but a very contagious strain of pneumonia is going around, and RSV is always going around at this time of year. So if you're going to be seeing your family next week, I recommend masking up this week just to prevent yourself from getting sick and to prevent yourself from spreading sickness to others leading up to Christmas. That's my plan for this week, is to be masked up, hydrated, and just generally avoiding people if possible, because I would really like to not be sick for Christmas. I'm feeling zonked still this morning. I woke up at a normal time, 7 o'clock. I did my face mask like normal. I put my makeup on like normal. I haven't had any coffee yet, but wow, I am feeling tired this morning. I think it's because I had a rough night last night. Out of nowhere, I had this emotional meltdown. Nothing was happening. Nothing bad happened. Alex and I had dinner. We were watching a show. And then he was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "I'm feeling really sad." And he was like, "About anything? Are you okay? Do you want to talk about it?" And I was like, "I don't have anything going on. There's nothing wrong. Nobody's hurting. Nobody's unwell. Nothing's happened." I just felt so sad. And I had a full-blown, heavy, ugly crying meltdown. And afterwards, Alex was like, "It's okay, I'm here. It's okay, I'm here." And I was like, have no reason for this. I'm on my period, so that could be part of it. But it wasn't something upset me and caused me to start crying. It was I just started feeling sad and down, and it just got worse and worse and worse until I was full on bawling. It was very bizarre. I mean, not to say that's never happened before, but it hasn't happened in a long time. So I have a heavy crying hangover today. So I'm a little bit tired and heavy. I can feel it in my eyes. My eyes are still puffy. So bizarre. No reason for it. I mean, maybe it's just because I've been sick for a couple of weeks now and my body is over it, but I don't have any actual reason to feel sad, but I just feel sad. Sad someone is dying. Sad it's never gonna be happy. Like, just this weird sadness that is unnecessary. Love that for me. So I'll probably be making inappropriate jokes about my sadness today to remind myself that it's not real, it's all in my head. But we're gonna be doing crochet today because I haven't crocheted in a little while. And even though I want to knit something, I want to knit this baby sweater. Look how cute this baby sweater is. I want to knit this one. It's like a super simple knitted baby sweater, and I want to knit it. But we haven't crocheted in a couple of weeks now because we've been knitting. So I took out some of my yarns that I have here, and I thought we could think of something to crochet yesterday while I was watching Outlander, which has been my little comfort show. I've already watched it before twice, so this is my third time going through it. I started crocheting a granny square. Don't know why, just started and was like, maybe I could make a granny square project. But I took out some of my yarn that I haven't used for anything, and I thought we could kind of talk through that as well. Like what we could do with it, because I have this baby, it's Mary Maxim, and it's this Mary Maxim Twinkle. It's baby yarn, it's acrylic, and it's a thin yarn. It says to use a 3.25 millimeter hook with it. It's 1 super fine. I would say it's more like a 2 if I'm honest, but like a number 2 weight yarn. And I have it in like Christmas red. It's not like a bright red, it's like a darker red, and then a dark green. And then I also have it in blue and pink, like a denim sort of sky blue and a bubblegum sort of ballerina pink. So I have 4 colors. I could do a Christmas thing. It's kind of close to Christmas to be starting a Christmas project, but I have these. So we could do something with those. That's an option. I could also hold off on these ones until I have like a good baby plan. I also have this blue. This is also Mary Maxim. This is Mary Maxim Best Value in Classic Blue. It's a number 4 medium weight. I would call this more of a number 3, if I'm honest. It says to use a 5 millimeter hook. I would use a 4 millimeter hook with this, but it's 170 grams, approximately 342 yards. Pretty color. So we could use that as well. I was just using one of my scrap balls to make this granny square with no purpose. I have no plan for this granny square. I just wanted to be crocheting something. And I don't even have enough of anything in this thickness to make like a project with, but I have so many small balls of yarn. I work through my yarn and then I end up in the same position again, where I have large bowls of yarn that are a bunch of smaller balls. Let me just set up my phone so I can show you how my bowl of yarn looks. Oh, I feel like weak. Oh, I forgot to clean my lens. Let's try that again. I have a little lens cleaner here now that I am keeping at my desk for this reason. There we go. See if that helped. It's a little better. So I have this bowl of yarn, a bowl of balls of yarn. And I've got a bunch of different colors, but they're also all different thicknesses and they're also all different fibers, which kind of throws everything off for me, because it's hard to decide what to do with things when they're all different thicknesses and all different fibers. These ones are the same. I think you too. These 3 are all the same thickness and fiber, I believe. Oh, no, wait. No, these 2 are the same and these 2 are the same, I think. Whatever, these 4 can be used together. They're close enough that these 4 can be used together. So that could be its own project. Sorry, just dropped some. Oh, sorry, birds. I didn't let you out. I didn't even notice. You want to come out? You want to come out? You tell me. You want to come out? Beelzebub, you want to come out? You tell me when you want to come out. I want them to stay out. Because sometimes in the morning they just scream, and that's not what we're here for. So instead we say out, out. And then when Beelzebub says out, then we let them out. Do you want to come out? Do you want to come out? Out. No, out. One more time, baby girl. You want to come out? Yeah. You can come out. Good girl. Just have to say out. Hi, Gary. Can I have a kiss? Can I have a kiss, Gary? Mwah. Thank you. Can I have a kiss? Thank you. Can I have a kiss? Thank you. Can I have a kiss? Thank you. Kiss. Thank you. Come here, Gary. Come here, Beelzebub. Come in. All right. You guys take your time. I'm so over being sick. Anybody else sick with me this week? Oh, falling apart. Hi, Rohan. I know. Okay, so what could we make? I have a list. Let's look at the list. I'm just staring at my yarn here. Might be a quiet day today. I'm feeling like 0 energy right now. Okay, hold on. Videos to make. Oh, we could do a cowl. A headband. I can always make another hat now. Excuse me. We do have a baby blanket in the to-do list. That could be nice. Flower pot cover. Plant hanger. I don't really want to make a plant hanger. I do want to make a suet holder. I don't know if that's something I could do out of like crochet with cotton, but I have like 2 large boxes of suet my mom gifted to me a couple of months ago. She found it at a very good suet holder crochet. Let's see if anyone else has done it and see if it's something worth doing. Okay, so people just made plant hangers out of yarn, but it feels weird to do it out of yarn. You know? Anyway, my mom gifted me these blocks of suet, like the kind that go in those square suet holders. And she gifted me 2 boxes, and each box has like 12 blocks of suet in it. And I now have to figure out how to use it. So yesterday I just put some of the suet in a bird plant pot outside. Like I have a hanging basket. Put it in a hanging basket outside because I don't have a holder. Crochet suet holder. Let's see what Pinterest has for me. Let's see if Pinterest has done it. Am I going to be the first crochet suet holder? I know that probably won't work well because of the nature of suet, how it's like greasy. So like reusing it won't be awesome, you know? But if I do it with cotton, it only needs to last a winter, right? It looks like that doesn't exist, a crochet suet holder. So we could make a crochet suet holder out of cotton with like a super wide net stitch. You want to try and do that today? See if we can figure that one out? We might be able to figure something out. I think we can jerry-rig something. Lord have mercy. I don't want to be sick anymore. Okay. Also, come hang out with me today. Please talk, because I don't have enough energy to facilitate 3 hours of conversation. So I'm going to need you guys to come hang out and chat with me so that I don't go crazy chatting to myself. But I think that a suet holder is going to be our plan for the day. Let's figure out how to make one. I need a crochet hook. I think I want to use a small crochet hook so that I don't have to do a ton of like crochet rows, I want to say. By the way, hi everybody, welcome. Click the thumbs up button as you come in. We're going to be crocheting today. And this is going to be entertaining, hopefully. That's the plan. Okay, so let me grab a suet block so that we know what we're working with. Excuse me. Okay, what size? Probably a 4.5 or a 4. There we go. 4.5 and a 4. I have a block of suet, so we have the size we're going to be making. It's going to be super cool. It's going to be really great. We're going to have a great time. It's all going to work out fine. Everything's going to be awesome. Just believe. You lower yourself so that we're not looking only directly at my boobs. That's the aim. Good. Set us up here. All right. So this is the size we're going to go with. Are we going to do a flat holder like this, or are we going to have it hanging upright like this? Probably upright, right? Because like birds land on it and pick at it, but like flat would be fine, but then it gets covered with snow. I'm thinking like a miniature, like a, what are they called? Like a, come with me, Laura, figure this out. The type of bag, market bag, like a miniature market bag is what I'm thinking. So here's my little basket. This is made of pottery, not basket, which I think is so fun. Hi.
Hello.
All right, I think maybe a 4mm hook is going to be our best bet for this. And I think I want to do... What do I want to do? I think what I want to do is make a little rectangle first. That's what I'm thinking. I have this idea. I have this picture in my head. Do you want me to draw out my thought? So what I'm thinking is we've got our suet block, right? So I'll make a rectangle for the base. And then, so this will be like opaque crochet. Oh, this is a nice pencil. And then the sides of the suet holder will be like kind of a net. Like that. And then we can just have like stitches coming off, and that can be tied onto a tree. And then the suet will just like sit in there. That's my thought. So we're gonna start with our bottom rectangle. Oh, okay. So to start her off, I will do a slip stitch, and then I'm going to chain as many stitches as it takes to make a length. Well, Rohan knocked his bowl off the table. As long as one of the sides here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, so probably 20, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Let's see, is that long enough? Should be okay. So then we'll do 21, and then I'm gonna single crochet in the second chain from the hook. If this works, I'll film a tutorial for it. If it doesn't work, then it'll just be a little private tutorial for you and me. And I'm just gonna single crochet across that little rectangle, or I guess it's just a strip right now. Also, in case you were wondering, I'm still deaf, which is not ideal. I have an ear infection in my left ear, and I already am hard of hearing just because I've had so many ear infections and surgeries as a kid. But I am like fully functionally deaf right now in my left ear, and it is pretty inconvenient. The first couple of days it was kind of fun because it was very quiet, which is nice. Because my life is not very quiet, but now it's starting to be like, it's affecting my balance, I want to say, and I have like kind of a constant headache. Woe is me, poor Laura. So I'm gonna continue on my antibiotics, but I think I'm probably gonna be making another doctor's appointment this week. So I'm just gonna chain one at the end of the row and turn, and then I'm gonna single crochet back down the row. And I'm gonna continue probably 2 more rows after this. I want it to be wide enough that it holds this. I want it to be this wide as the suet block. I mean, this would probably be even better if I could have used like a really plasticky yarn. You know, like even like a, I can't think of what I'm thinking of, but like the kind you would use for like a scrubby. If you were making like a dish scrubby, there's that plastic yarn you can buy. That would probably work really well for this. Or even like a plastic rope, like a thin plastic rope. You know how you can get like plastic twine at the dollar store? This would probably be a good yarn choice for this project as opposed to cotton, because these are greasy blocks. The suet blocks are super greasy. And I don't know how long the actual cotton will last if it's being affected by water and greasiness. We'll have to see. So, it's Monday. Did you guys get up to anything fun this weekend? I did not. I spent Saturday at my sister's house because she has pneumonia. And she's like, 6 months pregnant now? March. Yeah, like 6 months pregnant now, and she has a 2-year-old, and he's also sick. So her husband was going to be out all day on Saturday, and so I spent the day at her house hanging out with the baby so that she could not run around, so she could just sort of lounge around. She was still up and about doing things, but like less than if she was home alone with a toddler. Which is good because she's sick and needed to rest, but she's going to be back to work today, which is crazy to me. But she was given clear go back to work on Monday by a doctor, even though she currently has pneumonia. The doctor just was like, wear a mask, you're fine, you can work, you're just like, wear a mask because you're still sick. But she's like, I don't think she should be working. But anyway, the toddler was wild because toddlers are always wild. And so I got to just hang out with him. I brought him a little present because every time I come, I tend to bring him something because he's the cutest. And yeah, his talking is so good now. He also started singing this past week, which is really exciting. Like he says the words to all of the Christmas songs, but his singing is like, he's a toddler, so it's not great. But like he's now started like holding notes. He's still not a good singer. Like, let's be honest, he's a toddler, but he started going like, jingle bells, like he's holding a bit of a beat and a bit of a note with all the Christmas songs, which is so cute. Because before he was just saying the words to the songs. Now he's kind of understanding that his voice changes when he sings. So adorable. Obsessed with that kid, I tells ya. Okay, so I think that's wide enough. Should we do maybe one more row? Let's do one more row. Anyway, that was my Saturday. I took a 2-hour nap because he took a 2-hour nap. So I was very happy to also take a 2-hour nap. And my sister has a floor bed for him now because he's 2. He's had a floor bed since he was like 1 year old, but now it's like he has like a king-sized floor bed. He has 2 twin mattresses on the floor next to each other. So it's like one giant bed. So I got to sleep comfortably, which was awesome. Loved that for me. And he was awesome. And I got to hang out with my sister, which is always nice. It's crazy. Next week is going to be Christmas. The whole family bonanza. I've got all my family Christmas gifts wrapped. I just found one more downstairs that I need to wrap, but it's huge. And I haven't decided if I'm going to put it together or not. I got one of my sister's kids, like a balance bike tricycle thing. And I don't know if I should put it together or if I should leave it in the box. So I haven't wrapped it yet because I don't know if I'm going to put it together or leave it in the box. Okay, I think that's wide enough now to cover the base of our, our doodad. Now I'm going to, what am I going to do? I'll chain 1, and then I'm going to put another single crochet into the side of that stitch. Then I'm going to single crochet across the side of the row till I get down to where I started. Here I am now. And then I'll do a chain 1 again, and then another crochet in the same stitch. Then I'm going to single crochet down the underside of the beginning of the project. I think I'll also crochet over my tail so that I don't have to weave that in later. Though I wouldn't even really have to weave it in. Birds would love to have a little tail to pull on. We can add it to their winter nests. The poor birds in the winter, I feel so bad for them. I know that it's like part of their life and like they're built to survive our Canadian winters, but holy moly. Not a fan of winter, so imagining having to live outdoors for the winter. Wouldn't matter if I was evolved to do so. Would not be interested in it. The little dark-eyed juncos. So cute, so fluffy. That's a variety of bird that is from where we are. They're kind of like a dark slate gray, and they're like fat little sparrow types. They're more like a tit or like a chickadee sort of shape, like a round, fluffy. I find sparrows are a little less round. So the dark-eyed juncos, they're very cute. They're ground feeder though. So they're not typically in the bird feeders, they're usually on the ground. Very cute. I like them a lot. I wish I had more colorful birds in my backyard. I live in the middle of the city, so I don't have a ton of beauty in the winter around me. It's mostly just gray. There's not very many trees. There's not very many plants in general, and it's just a lot of concrete where I live. So there's not a lot of winter birds coming around. But maybe if I put out the suet, it will be inviting to them. Okay, so I've made it back down to the beginning where I started my row. Now I'm gonna join my round here because now I'm working in the round. I'll join with a slip stitch. Oops, I'll try to. Let's try that again. Join with a slip stitch. And now I need to decide what kind of stitch I want to do. Do I want to do like double crochets on top of each other? I think that might be my best bet. Or even treble crochets on top of each other. 1, 2, 3. And how many stitches in between each double crochet am I going to do? Maybe 3. So 2 of that is a double crochet. and then 3, so 1, 2, 3. Then I'll skip 3, 1, 2, 3, and then I'll do a double crochet. And then I'll chain 3, 1, 2, 3, skip 3, 1, 2, 3, double crochet. Gorgeous. I think that'll be a good like size of netting around the suet. Maybe I should switch to triple crochets after the first round. 1, 2, 3, skip 3, 1, 2, 3, double crochet. Yeah, I think I'll have to skip to treble crochets after this. 1, 2, 3, just to make it a little taller. 1, 2, 3, double crochet. 1, 2, 3, skip 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we're doing a double crochet in the corner. And now how should we go around the corner? I guess that's fine as is. 1, 2, 3, skip 3, 1, 2, 3, double crochet. I kind of want there to be another one in the corner. Doesn't really matter, but that would be kind of convenient, wouldn't it? So let's make it so that that's how it's going to end up. If it's going to go in the corner here, then we're going to do 1, 1, 2, 2, 3. Okay. See, you just have to make it work. It'll be fine. What are y'all up to today? 1, 2, 3. Any exciting stuff happening with you? I feel like I have nothing exciting happening. I need to do groceries, which sucks because I'm sick. But 1, 2, 3. But you gotta have food, you know? So we're gonna get groceries today. I also need to figure out what to film this week. 1, 2, 3, because I didn't film last week. 1, 2, 3, because I was sick in bed on Tuesday, which is my filming day. 1, 2, 3. So I did not get to film anything. 1, 2, 3, which unfortunately means there's no tutorial tomorrow because I did not film any tutorial. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So I'm a little bit concerned about that. 1, 2, 3. But you know, what are we gonna do? 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. Right into the corner. Whoops. 1, 2, 3. And then if that's in the corner and that's in the corner, we have 1, 1, 2, 2, 3. Beauty. Gorgeous. 1, 2, 3. Then we will join at this top. 1, 2. We'll join right here with a slip stitch. There, and now we're creating a little cage. See, now it's going to start moving up in the round. It's going to work perfect. 1, 2, 3. That's the height of a treble crochet, and then we'll do 3 more. 1, 2, 3. And now we're going to do treble crochets, so yarn over twice. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. Yarn over twice, because we want it to be a little bit higher up so that there's lots of room for the little birdies to get the goods out. And now this is so easy from this point on, because we want to just work in the round now, and we're going to create this little cage for the suet to sit in. And that seems like it's going to work, hopefully. 1, 2, 3. Yarn over twice. And then treble crochet. 1, 2, 3. Yarn over twice. And treble crochet. Easy peasy. 1, 2, 3. You guys just leaving me alone to my own devices here today. It's gonna end up being a quiet stream, I tell you what. Sometimes that's what happens on Mondays, though, you know? Just don't forget to click the thumbs up button if you're here. Even if you're not feeling chatty, don't forget to click the thumbs up button. And also, if you're new and you want to chat, just subscribe and then you can join the chat. 1, 2, 3. Because I made it so you have to be subscribed to join the chat so we don't have any trolls coming in. 1, 2, 3. So if you're interested, that's how you can join us. 2, 3. I don't know where our normal group is, though. Sometimes Mondays are just hard. I get it. 1, 2, 3. How come you're a bit off today, Candace? What's going on with you? Rough weekend? 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. Oops. I had a very productive day yesterday, which is so weird that it ended up being a day that I had like a rough night. Because yesterday I got motivated out of nowhere to clean, which doesn't come on for me very often. 1, 2, 3. So I took all of the stuff out of every drawer in my kitchen and out of every cupboard in my kitchen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I washed all of the drawers and cupboards and cabinets on the inside and out. I took out shelves, washed the shelves, threw out everything that didn't make sense to be where it was, moved things around and organized them, put everything back, washed every single dish. Like I took everything out of the drawers, all of the cutlery and whatever. 1, 2, 3. Alex washed a whole bunch of dishes, but I washed everything that goes in those drawers. I put away all of my summer mugs and finally took out my Christmas mugs. 1, 2, 3. And then I washed. Just everything's clean. My kitchen is cleaner than it ever is. It just never gets as clean as it is right now. 1, 2, 3. And then after all of the dishes were washed, I put all of them away. So currently our sink is empty, which never happens. We have no dishes in the sink. All of them are clean, all are washed. There's no dishes in the drying rack. Everything is put away, which is such a good feeling. And then last night, I was getting ready to go to bed, brushing my teeth and whatever, came into the bedroom, and Alex was putting away all of our laundry. So now we have no dirty laundry. There's one load in the dryer that finished last night that needs to be put away. No laundry baskets full of dirty laundry. 1, 2, 3. And no clean laundry. It's all put away, which never happens. So right now we have no dirty dishes and no dirty laundry. We are in a good spot, which means Alex and I are going to both be super lazy this week, and then we're going to just accumulate a full week's worth of clothes and dishes probably, but maybe not. So other than that, I also washed the floors yesterday, which was good. I do that multiple times a week because we have parrots, and when you have birds, it's a messy endeavor, and you have to mop your floors way more often than you might want to. But my cupboards are all clean on the outsides, which is so nice. No more greasy stains, nothing. And all of the stuff in the drawers, like we have containers in our drawers for organizing, like plastic organizers inside the drawers. I took all of them out of the drawers and washed them and dried them and put them back. It was a very cathartic cleaning day for me. And by the time I finished, I was exhausted. But the physical exertion of being on my hands and knees scrubbing stuff helped me work out a lot of the congestion in my lungs, which was nice. 1, 2, 3. All right, so here's what it looks like after a couple of rounds. I don't think we even need to do that many to make a functioning suet holder. I need to blow my nose. Hold on. You didn't need to hear that. Okay. Hey, Melanie. Hi, I'm at work doing inventory, putting stuff away, so I'm just listening. Nice to have you here, Melanie. Glad you're here. I've just been talking to myself for 40 minutes, but I'm glad you're here. At least I'm talking not to the void. This suet holder is actually shaping up to be pretty functional, I think. Which is good. That's what we wanted. So I'll do probably, how many rows will I have to do? Let's see. Pop this bad boy in here. Well, it fits. That's a good sign, right? So probably like 2 more rows before it's going to be done. I'm the void, just having an off day. Sounds good, Candace. Well, I'm glad you're here too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Excuse me, sorry if that's awful in your headphones. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Probably 2 more rounds, and then we'll be having to do something to allow this to get tied onto a tree. This would be an easy, quick gift for someone if you have a bird friend. 1, 2, 3. Like a bird watcher friend. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. Ugh, I feel like I could just take a nap. Can we just nap and I'll just leave the stream on? You did not check your Facebook message, just a reminder. My Facebook message was to remind me about what? Hold on. Don't forget to check your Facebook message because I don't even remember why I was supposed to check the Facebook message. Candace, forgive me. I have been sick and therefore my brain doesn't work. Also, I'm so not going on Facebook as much anymore, so I don't remember to check because I don't go on anyway. You know, like I don't go on Twitter anymore because it sucks. So I don't go on Facebook anymore either. Not because it's Twitter, just unrelated. Those are not the same thing. But I haven't been going on Facebook or Twitter, so I don't get notifications for those things. What was it about again, Candace? I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I'm just... Oh, the different kind of ribbing. Right. It looks like knit. Right. And it's something with a slip stitch. Right? Is it slip stitch back loops only? Sorry, Candace. I'm just not a reliable Facebook user anymore. But I will endeavor to remember to check the ribbing. Sorry. It's partly like that. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Well, I'm always excited to have a new way of doing a rib stitch, that's for sure. 1, 2, 3. This seems like it's going to be a quick project. 1, 2, 3. No biggie, that's okay. Thanks, Candace. Thanks for understanding. I don't mean to be flaky. I know you send me nice things. And I know whenever I see them, I'm like, oh, that's useful. Or, oh, that's cute. But I'm just a bit of a flake. Not on purpose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yarn over twice and treble crochet. So this could be our last round. Maybe one more after this. 1, 2, 3. and treble crochet. I really would like to just take a break after this project and just drink coffee in silence, just sit here and drink my coffee. So I might be doing that. 1, oops, 2, come on, 2, 3, well that was great, beautiful, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. Ugh. At least I don't have to clean today, just the bird cage. That's the only, like, big to-do for the day. Mondays is always... Jesus, Murphy, the cat just came back. Mondays is bird cage cleaning day. I redo the decorations, and I wash the cage, and I replace the liners, and I refill all of their little treats and food things. They get their food, like, redone every day, but, like, they get their kibble and their boring food redone on Mondays. 1, 2, 3. So that's the only cleaning job I have today. Good morning, Deborah. Nice to see you this morning. 1, 2, 3. I'm making a container for suet today. 1, 2, 3. Because I have so much suet. I was cleaning out my pantry yesterday. I was removing everything from the pantry, wiping it down, and then putting it back, and I found 2 large boxes of suet. And so I need to find a way to use it, and I don't have a suet holder, so I decided, why buy one when I can make one? Will it last as long as a purchased one? Probably not. Has that ever stopped me before? Also no. 1, 2, 3. Did I do 3? 1, 2, 3. Oh, don't need another one. Okay, I think this is going to be our last round of treble crochets. I think. Let's see. We just refilled our bird feeders this morning. One is for suet. Well, I am making one for suet. It's not going to be super fun to refill because suet is greasy, but once it's winter, I'm sure it won't really matter. That's probably good, actually. I don't know if I need to add another row. I might just do a row of double crochet to finish this, to make it thick enough, have a little extra structure. Seems pretty good. So now I'm gonna do a chain of 2, 1 and 2, and then I'm gonna do 3 double crochets in each of the chain 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3, and then 1 double crochet in the treble crochet, and then 3 in the chain 3 spaces. Yeah. Looks good, thank you. I may do a crochet tutorial on it. It's pretty fast. Look how fast it is. This is not taking very long at all. I may do a crochet tutorial on it. I don't know if it's, like, useful though. Like, in reality, is it useful? I'm gonna use it because I don't have a suet feeder, but I want to put the suet in because I have a bunch of suet. Like, will it work? Technically, yes. I don't know how long it'll work for, you know? Because it's cotton, and it may just fall apart. It might not, though. It might not fall apart. Although maybe I should have done, like, a row of single crochets between each chain row so that if the chain breaks, the whole thing doesn't fall apart, you know? Maybe that would be a good edit to it. 1, 2, 3. Hey, don't bite that. That's not yours. Leave that alone. Hey, I'm watching you. Don't bite that. I'm watching you, Beelzebub. Come here. Come here. Little bird is just staring at me now. Don't bite that. She's biting a lampshade that's not hers to bite. I finally finished my mom's shawl, even weaving in the ends. Oh, well done. It's ready for wet blocking. I need to make space to spread it out. That's why I have not blocked my sweater yet, because I don't have space currently to spread it out. Where is my... Oh, here it is. Get off of there. Thank you. I need to make space to block it, and I don't want to do that, but I know that I want to block it. The new sweater that we knitted together. I want to block it, but I also really don't want to actually do the blocking. Rohan is sitting in a cardboard box behind me if you hear scratching noises. 1, 2, 3. This doesn't use very much yarn either. This is a pretty good project. 1. I also need to make Thunder a sweater, so that's another list item that we could crochet. And there. I put some of the suet. I put out 3 blocks of suet yesterday because I have so many blocks of suet. So I put out 3. 1 I put in a hanging basket, like a plant hanging basket, and the birds seem to be enjoying that. 1 I put just in flat in one of my garden beds, and the dark-eyed juncos are really enjoying that. And the other one I put, where did I put it? Oh, in a plant hanger. I have like a yarn like this type thing for hanging a plant outside, and it's made out of like jute cord, and I hung it in there. And it looked cute in there. Yes, that stopped me on the one I crocheted for myself. It also still needs the ends woven in. Relatable. Finishing a project, except for weaving the ends in, is very crocheter coded, if I do say so myself. Okay, there. So now I've got the top done. And now I need to create like ties. But they don't need to be directly connected. Like I can crochet that, or I can just create a really long chain, essentially. Excuse me. So that's how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna just continue and make a very long chain. And then we'll figure out what to do with that long chain after the fact. And then I think we're going to be done this. It was a quick little crochet project, which is nice. I have the blocking mats and everything, but that sweater is going to take up like 1, 2, 3, 4 blocking mats. It's going to be like 3 blocking mats wide and then 2 blocking mats thick, but only in the body section for the thickness. So it'll take like 4 blocking mats, 3 and then one down. And I just don't want to use the floor for that right now. What will you hang it from? I don't know. Maybe my pergola outside. We have a big wooden structure outside. Probably that. That seems to be the most sensible spot. It's a quick little project. I feel good about this one. Maybe I will film it. It's easy, which is nice. I haven't figured out how many blocking mats I need yet for a shawl. Well, I would say at least 4, but maybe 6. Depends how wide it is at the biggest part. Like, is it, I don't know, you know? I would say usually when I'm doing a shawl, it's between 4 and 6. Because it's 3 wide at least, but it's either 3 wide and then you only need 1 additional mat in the middle of the 3 at the bottom, or you need 6 because it's wider. Depends on how big your blocking mats are also. Mine are like the yoga floor mat things. The floor puzzle pieces. I got them at Walmart, I think, for like, I think regular price they were like $30, but they were on sale for like 16. And it came with, I don't know, 6 or 8. It came with a good amount. Okay. So like if this is my string, oops. How long do I need the string to be? A little longer. Let's do a little longer. Too long is better than too short, you know? Okay. So there. So here's our little suet block, right? It goes in to the little bag, and then we take this little tie, pop it through the chain on the other side. That holds it all together. If I want to be extra secure about it, I can put it through the little chains on these sides. Also, closes up the top. Suet block is sitting comfortably in there, and then I can tie it to the tree. Ta-da! Suet block holder. Easy. And then when you take it down from the tree, or whatever you're hanging it into, good morning, what's being created? A little container to hold a block of suet, because I don't have a suet bird feeder currently. And instead of buying one, I thought we could just crochet one. So it's just a simple rectangle with a box sort of net, and it fits a block of suet. And then if you want to be just super basic, you can just leave it in like that, but I think I would hold it either like that, or I would do the whole, all 4 pieces together. Is it bird food? Yeah, suet's bird food. So it's like fat, animal fat with seeds in it. And it's good for birds in the winter. There. And then it can just hang from the tree, and the birds can eat it as they want to. And that's a good thing. Cool. So that was easy. Now let me drink my coffee, because I think I need coffee. Ugh, I'm so tired for some reason. Still have that nasty wet cough. Still not fully cleared out, which is annoying. Nice, looks good, thank you. I think so too. Ugh. Crazy. It is definitely a wild feeling that Christmas is so close. I'm so tired. Or I'm not tired, I'm exhausted. It's like different. I got enough sleep, but I feel like my eyes are shutting. The coffee should help. Little suet feeder. What was another thing I wanted to make? I want to knit this baby sweater. It's like on my list of things to knit. But I also want to be crocheting like a project. And I also need to figure out another project that's small that I can crochet for a video. Hard to tell. Hard to figure out what to do. Also, somehow my newest piercing is like healed. It's obviously not healed. Like I have to wait 6 weeks to consider it healed, but My newest piercing is like, oh, I just removed the back off one of my other earrings. That's annoying. Hold on a sec. Where'd you go? There you are. Ugh. I touched it too long. Sometimes that happens. Anyway, my newest piercing, it's like a week old and it's feels like it's healed, which usually mine I can tell when they're in good shape, and I'm surprised how quickly. It is an upper cartilage, so I'm like not that surprised because there's not like a ton of blood up there, and doesn't require a lot to heal. But still, I'm quite pleased about it. Maybe I'll be able to change the earring for Christmas. So I have 2 new piercings. I didn't tell you I did a second new piercing because I have a problem. But I have 2 now. 2 new ones. Do you want to see the new one? The newest new one, I should say. Because I did another one. I got a piercing kit. Don't do that. It's like super addictive. But let me show you. Okay, hold on. Ready? Ta-da! This one is the new one. Turned off the mic for a sec. Okay, so this one is the one I did last week, the heart. Over here. But now, I also did this little guy in the front. And I like it a lot. It's one I've wanted for a long time. I think it's called a front helix, forward helix, if I'm correct. Anyway, I got a piercing kit, which had like piercing needles, gloves, alcohol wipes, clamps, all the stuff you need. I obviously soaked everything in my own 90% alcohol solution, but the needles were good and sharp, and now I have nice, fresh piercings that did not cause me a lot of pain, and I like how they look. So I now have 20 piercings just in my ears, which seems like a lot, but I like it, so I'm happy with it. And I know I have 3 more in my desired piercing repertoire, but I need to wait 6 weeks to do them because they're on this ear, and I only do 1 ear at a time. Generally, when you get your ears pierced, your like larger piercings, they only do 1 ear at a time. So I did 2 on this side, so I'll wait 6 weeks before I do the 3 on this side, and then I won't have anywhere else to pierce. So probably I'm gonna have to get into tattoos because I'll be all done. I'll be all filled up with holes. There will be no more places for piercings on my ears, and I don't want to pierce my face. I need to drink this coffee so that I can be a human being. What else should we make? What are you guys in the mood for? Also, this cat sleeping in this box prefers the box to his cat bed still. This is a new box, by the way. I used the other box for something, but then we got a package in the mail. And now he's in this new box. Ugh. I have all this yarn and I don't know what to do. What a horrible situation to be in. So much yarn, nothing to do with it. That was a joke. I also have all of these crochet dishcloths. They're all samplers from crochet stitch tutorials, but I've got to have like 20 in here by now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Right on the nose, 20. I have 20 dishcloth-sized cotton samplers from different stitch tutorials. I mean, I could gift them for Christmas to someone, but I like them. Is that weird? I like having them. But that's not a reason to have something just because you like having it, is it? I mean, that's why I have my collections of things, just because I like having them. But, like, they could make a good Christmas, like, stocking stuffer. How about a winter lap blanket? So, Deborah, I feel like you mentioned that before, and I think what I said last time is that I don't think it would be a good idea because this is cotton. It's like dishcloth cotton. It's not like soft cotton. Yes, it is a reason to have things. Okay, cool, Deborah. Thank you for supporting me. It's like dishcloth cotton. It's not like comfortable blanket cotton. It's handicrafter cotton. So it's not cotton that I would wear. Like, I wouldn't make a garment out of this, typically. I wouldn't think to make a garment out of this. It's like the handicrafter cotton from Bernat. So it's pretty, but it's not really, like, soft. But, is that a weird thing, though? Like, I don't use these for anything. I guess I could start using them. But, like, they're so pretty. I blocked all of them because they were for tutorials. And they're all different stitches. But there's, like, 2 different size groups. Small, medium, and medium large. Like, that'd be a nice little gift set. For someone who uses it, though. Like, because, like, for example, Alex, my beautiful partner, does not like using dishcloths at all. He does not like using face cloths at all. He thinks they're gross and dirty, and prefers to use something he can throw out after, like a paper towel, which I've tried. There is no reasoning, I should say. This is the way that he is, and this is the way he will not change from being. So I have accepted him in this way. He will not change. He is going to be someone who likes to use disposable things. So this is not functional for our home because I will be the only one using them in our home, which is okay if I use them as a face cloth, but not as a dishcloth because he will not use these. He will not use them. But they're so pretty. So, like, and they're all different colors, but they're all similar sized. They're very cute. Make a lap blanket from other yarn. Yeah, oh, okay, that's an option for other yarn. I also have a desire to make a new shawl, but I'm I'm conflicted if I want to do it with crochet or if I want to do it with knitting. I want to make a triangle shawl. I realized I don't have any triangle shawls anymore. I lost one woolen triangle shawl. I lost it to moths. I just threw it out. I got very stressed and annoyed because it was covered in moth damage, destroyed, so I threw it out. And then I gifted an acrylic one away. So I don't have a triangle shawl right now, and I want one. So do I want to make it out of crochet or do I want to knit it? And if I crochet it, how do you crochet a triangle shawl? Wow, even changing it out each time, my hubby will use the same towel or dishcloth till I change it out. Yeah, Alex will not use a dish towel, period, and a towel in the shower, Alex uses a different one each time. Towel in the shower, a different one each time, and if I put a washcloth, he would never use that in the shower. Because it's gross. He doesn't use a loofah. He doesn't use a washcloth. I use a washcloth. I have like a really scrubby textured one that I like for like trying to get exfoliation. But he uses what he uses, and he will not change because due to the autisms.
No, due to I like what I like.
And he likes what he likes, and he's unwilling to make any changes. Yeah, it's just the way it is. And I accept him. I accept this. These are things that I accept, and that'll be fine. So I do have a bunch of cotton, so I could do another stitch tutorial for a dishcloth. I also have a bunch of this blue, which could make a nice shawl. And I could do a shawl with all of my scrap colors. That could be fun. But do I want to crochet a shawl? Or do I want to knit a shawl? And if I crochet a shawl, how am I going to crochet it? Am I going to do like corner to corner, or am I going to do like long stripes that reduce each row? Hard to tell. Like, I don't know what design to do for a crocheted shawl. I don't know what style I would want. It's so hard to know what to do. Any recommendations? We could look on the internet together. Do you want to look on Pinterest and see what styles tickle our fancy? I won't be following a pattern because it's just not who I am, but I can get inspired by patterns. It doesn't mean that I have to follow them. I could just look at them and be like, that's a good vibe. You know? Where did you go? Come back here, you. Okay, now let's open, not Discord, hold on. We want to go into Pinterest. Okay. Butte. We'll bring you over like this and like that. There, so now we can see it. Okay, and I can do, let's see, crochet, triangle, shawl. And let's see what Pinterest has as ideas for us. Maybe it'll have a good idea. Okay, so that would be like doing a granny square, but as a triangle. We could do a granny square triangle. That could be fun. This is kind of fun, this like texture idea. I don't know if I would want to do an actual granny square triangle. I feel like that's, ooh, no, I'm not doing granny squares. I hate making granny squares. Stop it. God, I love when people do this with like the hand dyed yarn. It's so pretty. Imagine. We could do something fun like that, where we just change the color every row. That's fun. It would be that's kind of the off shape, you know, where you have like a right angle triangle. One side you do straight up, and then the other side you reduce it every other row. I think that's what's happening here too. Like you make a straight line and then you just do reductions down one side. Very pretty. Wow, that's gorgeous. Look at that stitch. Herringbone crochet. That yarn is also gorgeous. Ooh, mosaic crochet. I've never tried mosaic crochet, but that looks beautiful too. I kind of like these dense looking ones that look like they're using like a stiff dense stitch. Oh, look at how cute that is. We loves a puffy sleeve. Wow, that's gorgeous. Granny squares along the edge. That's so pretty. I don't want to do granny squares. Oh, that's so pretty too. Is that embroidery on top of knitting? Who is she? I love her. Ooh, this is nice. Like a round kind of shape. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? That's just a basic granny square. Wow, isn't that pretty? Just what's the vibe, you know? This is quite lovely though. Looks like that requires some counting. That style. Is that knit and crochet? I don't know. I'm just like scrolling. Okay, yeah, look, that requires some counting to do that sort of crochet shawl. I don't know if I really want to be doing a ton of counting. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I want to just be living my life crocheting. Why is Kahlua being harshly advertised on my... What is alcohol? What is happening? Why is my Pinterest I don't drink. Why are you trying to make me drink? Do you see how many alcohol advertisements there have been? Don Julio has been advertised like 6 times. Look, Don Julio again. What do you think crocheters are big drinkers of what, tequila? Is Don Julio tequila? Don Julio old fashioned. What is that? Whatever, it's alcohol that I don't buy. So what are you trying to advertise to me for? I don't appreciate it. Okay, so many pretty ideas. Agreed. Isn't that pretty? It's a cat. That one's nice. I posted a pic in Animals of our bird feeders, and I put my mom's shawl in whips. Oh, okay, cool. Give me a sec. Let me get Discord open, and then I can have a look. In Animals, let's see, pets and animals. Okay, yeah, see those metal green ones? That's what like a suet feeder is. Oh, hello, little frickin' whatchamacallit. Who are you? You're a woodpecker. I see a woodpecker in your bird feeder. Okay, and in whips, the unblocked shawl for my mom laid out on a queen size bed. Jesus Murphy. That's pretty significant. That's like a cape. I didn't realize you made a cape. That's actually a cool shape idea. That's kind of fun. That's so pretty. I wonder how beautiful that looks like on. Love that you have a quilted quilt on your bed. It's also pretty. It's a gorgeous shawl. Ugh, I don't know what to do. My brain don't work. Ugh, to have the motivation to continue doing granny squares like this couldn't be me. Oh, that's cool too. I'm not gonna do that. Well, I know I want to do a triangle. That's a good start, I think, right? And I know I want to use up my scraps. I think that's a good, those are both good starts. Is that knit and crochet, the granny one? I think so. I think that was knit and crochet. Okay, so I know I want to use up my scraps, and I know I want to do a crochet, and I know I want to do a triangle. So what do I have a lot of? I have a lot of this blue. I have a lot of this purple. I have a lot of this gold. I think that the blue is going to be better though for this. I think I need to roll it into a ball first though. What I'm thinking is I'll use my scraps, but I'll put rows of blue in between in order to keep some continuity, because the scraps are all different colors and they're all different thicknesses. But if I have an even number of blue rows between each row of whatever, then it'll have continuity. And you know my rule, it doesn't need to match and it doesn't need to make sense, it just needs to be balanced. and it needs to have continuity, and then it doesn't matter. It's all good. Everything's fine as long as there's balance. So I'll roll up this ball of yarn, and then we can crochet with it, and then it will be beautiful, and then we can decide what shape we want to do. I feel like I want to do something complicated and fun, but I really don't want to think very hard. I just want to like crochet, you know? So I think we're gonna go with like a long stripe, and then every other row I'll do a reduction. I think that's a good way to go. I hope. Hopefully I don't make something stupid. It'll be fine. It'll be beautiful. And the main color will be blue, which is great. I love blue. And it's going to be, I guess it's going to be acrylic. That all sounds good. Continuity and balance. Yes, that's what we want. And to get rid of the scrap stash. As often as possible, I want to reduce the number of miniature balls of yarn that I have, because I always end up having a whole bunch of these tiny balls of yarn that are like, there is no function. Why do you exist here? You know? And I think this will be a good way to balance that. Just to use up all of this scrap. Because like I don't have enough to make a sweater or anything, but using it for a shawl seems like a good choice. Oh gosh, almost lost it. Lordy lordy. I need somewhere to put my foot. There. I found a spot. Do you hear how wet that is? It does not feel good. And I can't even get it all. I'm gonna wrap presents while I listen. Oh, that's lovely, Deborah. I'm almost done. I have one large present to wrap for my one of my sister's kids, and then I still have to wrap Alex's family's gifts, but I do that generally like right before we go to visit them. And what else do I have to do? I still have to figure out Alex's gift. It's like a week away and I don't have his gift figured out yet. So that's something I have to do this week, and I feel a little bit stressed about it, and I feel guilty about it, because I always think on it for a month, and then it's time to like execute and get the gift, and I don't know what to get him. I just feel scattered about it, because like whatever he wants he gets, you know what I mean? So it's like anything that I get him is like, it's not going to be something that he's in need of, because he already gets everything that he needs. He's an adult. And then it's like, I don't get him jewelry. We're not like in that budgetary world where we can spend $1,000 on jewelry for each other, you know? So it's like, what can I get him for a couple $100 maximum? It's not a lot. It's either like the things that he wants are either like $1,000 or $5,000. So that's not happening. I'm not buying him a computer, you know? I'm not buying him a new computer. I'm not buying him a TV. So it's like, if I'm getting something that's within my budget to spend on him, I already feel like it's not going to be something that he really, really wants. It's going to be like, I don't know, clothing, or I don't know. I just feel like it's not going to be like, he can get me something for $20 and it's going to be something amazing that I love, because my brain budget is so much lower, whereas his brain budget is so high. Like when he wants something that's outside of what he would buy for himself, it's like extravagant, because when he wants it, if he wants something and it's not expensive, he buys it for himself because he's an adult man. So then when he doesn't buy something for itself, it's like a TV or a computer or a camera. And I'm like, bro, I'm not spending $3,000 on you for Christmas. I love you. It's not happening. And then I'm like, so what? Do I get him underwear and t-shirts? Like, boring. And then he gets me something and it feels so special. And I'm like, ugh, it's such a crappy feeling sometimes. And I know whatever I get him, he'll like, you know? So that's also frustrating because it's like I'm spiraling my own head out of it. My hubby and sons are like that. Get whatever they want, so it makes it impossible to think of a gift for them. Yeah. Like last year, I did a stocking for him. So I just filled a stocking with things that he would like. And that was easy because I only had to think of things that were like $20 and I just bought a bunch of them. A bunch of small things for $20. So I got him like a steering wheel cover and a Zippo lighter and chocolate and a new razor and a deodorant and like dental floss and gum. And I thought of all the things that he likes to have in the car. And I just, car air fresheners, like things like that. So like in total, yeah, it ended up being probably close to $200. But each item was easy to buy because it was like between $5 and $10, except the Zippo. But I just bought a few things and that was easy. Whereas being like, what do you want for Christmas? And then he gives me his Christmas list, which is just his list of, eventually I will buy all of these things list. And everything on it is I'm not buying. It's either car parts that are not gifts, they're like car parts, or the things that are gifts are I don't want to buy. And he's from a family that they do gift cards for each other too, like that can be a gift. So he'll be like, oh, how about an Apple gift card? And I'm like, I'm not giving you money. I'm not giving you money for Christmas. Your money is my money. So if I give you money, it's like me giving you your money. That's bizarre. So my life is hard right now because I don't know what to get for him. I could do a stocking again. We could do stockings, but I think that he already knows what he's doing for me. And if I say let's do stockings, that might derail his plan. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. What are you getting for your partner? Or for your adult male son? Adult son. What are you getting for the 35-year-old in your life? Alex is like 37 and I have no idea. And he doesn't like sports or anything, so it's not like I can just be like, oh, I'll get him tickets to a game. Like, that's not the vibe. It's just wrapping up my brain right now. What to get for him. Hubby just said last night to get him thick wool socks to use as slippers. He does not like regular slippers. Okay, yeah. If that's what he wants, that's good. I had on my list of ideas, I had a pedicure, because Alex loves getting a pedicure. He is such an enigma. That man is such an enigma. I'm telling you. The things he likes, and then the things he dislikes, can be so weird. I cannot use a loofah, for it is disgusting. I love pedicures. I will eat 6 oranges a day. What do you want for Christmas?
Stuff.
What do you want?
Huh?
What do you want?
Oh, you know.
Yeah, I do. A monitor. A new TV. I'm not getting you those. What else can I get for you? He looks off into the distance like he's thinking, but I know there's literally nothing happening. He goes,
some categories or something?
Yeah, Christmas gifts.
Okay. Think about it.
What stitch should I do for this? Alright, ball of yarn is now all the way wound up. Now we can decide on the other yarn colors. Oh, hello. Let's tilt you into the direction we want you. here. So we can pick yarn colors here. All right, so if this is our main color, we can do black, we can do pink with gray, we can do green, we can do pink with green, we can do blue with green, we can do just gray, but that's thin. We could double it up with this guy. That guy. How about you? Are you 2 strands thick? Yes, you are. I guess we really could use almost everything. Blue, we could have a couple of browns just to vibe. And then we do have a good amount of this green left. I feel like that's a good group of colors, and then it'll just be this stuff left. And that'll be like if we need it. It's a good little mix for a shawl. Right? I think so. Okay. Excuse me. So, if we're gonna do a long row and then have the row reduce every other row, for example, then we're gonna wanna do the blue, I think, for the beginning. Nice mix, thanks. So let's do this as our first color. Maybe we'll start with 100, maybe more than 100, honestly. I don't even think we really need to count, if I'm being honest. I think that we can just chain until it feels long enough. And then we'll just be reducing it on one side. So I'll just chain until it feels right, and then we can do a row of maybe single crochets to start. I think that's a good idea. I feel like I want to take a nap today, but I think I can't. I think I have to film today. And I don't want to. Excuse me. Oh, I lied. I have one more gift to wrap also for my dad. Another gift came in. I got him this, it's like this back wrap. You put it in the microwave, you microwave it, and then it has like, it's like a wide heat belt for your lower back. And then you wrap it around and it has Velcro to hold it on, onto your body. So you can have that heat wrap on and you can not have it fall off. Good morning. How is everyone today? I'm doing well. I mean, I'm still sick because I can't seem to get away from this illness. Pretty yarns. Thanks, Michelle. I'm going to do a triangle shawl, and I'm just going to make my initial chain as long as feels right. So what I'm going to do is this will be one side of it, and then we'll just reduce on one side only to create a triangle shawl. I don't know how long it should be though. That's part that I have not decided. And I think I'm gonna do like a stripe of blue and then a stripe of the other color. A stripe of blue, a stripe of the other color to create some kind of continuity. Or maybe I'll do a stripe of blue, two other colors, blue, two other colors, just to create something that feels balanced by having the blue everywhere. I don't know how long this side should be though. This is the side that will be, there will be like a reduction on one side. If it goes straight, it won't be completely right angled, I don't think. Just want to know that it's long enough, so I'm gonna, I think, go longer than I think. It's probably long enough. Are you gonna make different stitches with the different colors? Sure. Why not? That sounds like fun. Just want to make sure it's long enough. But we're going to start with a single crochet row. I feel like going longer is not going to be a problem, you know? Too long, I don't think will be a problem. Because I can always decrease more often. So I'll start with a single crochet row in the blue, and then we'll switch colors to something else. And we'll just go from there. But the blue is our base, or our connection. We could do different stitches though, that might be fun. I tried my hand at beading. Interesting. I made 2 bracelets for my grandmothers. Or my granddaughters. It's obviously beginner work. Well, practice makes progress, right? So I'm sure your granddaughters will love them. But cool, beading's fun. I mean, I can't even say that I would even be a beginner. Like, I would be brand new beginner entry level. No, not even. Beginner is more advanced than I would be with beading, but I do remember enjoying playing with beads, so I bet you had a nice time playing with them. I know how to do, you know those like lizard keychains where you put put the beads on, but you weave them in such a way that it turns itself into a lizard? I can do that. A lizard or a snake. Those were things that I could remember how to do, but that's not the same. That's not the same as like beading. But those were fun. We did that when we were kids, and it's something I remember. I can make a Christmas tree. I can make a snake or a lizard. And what else can I make? Pretty much those are the things I can make. I guess that means I could probably do like a straight line as a bracelet with just switching up colors and stuff. What did you end up doing for yours? Did you just do like color repeats, or did you do any like, was it just a string and then you alternated beads, or did you do some kind of, I don't know, technique? I don't know anything about beading, so I don't know what you'd do. When you say like I made beaded bracelets, I think of a string with beads on it. That's as far as my brain can like imagine. But I remember there used to be, there probably still are, but there, when I was young, there were those books on macrame, and they had beading sections. Books from the 70s that were how to do macrame, and you could like make a macrame owl, but they also had beading in them. I would love to go into a house from the 70s that is just fully crafty person. Just a fully crafty person put it together. I mean, I guess my grandma and grandpa's house was that. My grandma was one of those women that just crafted everything for the house. That's pretty much it. Put their names and other beads and put the hooks and hardware on. Oh, cool. Okay. Oh, that's nice. You put their names in them. That's sweet. My friend has her kids' names on a bracelet like that. When we were in Halifax, she made them. There was a day at the Ronald McDonald House where they were doing beading as one of the crafts. So we went there and I just put beads on a bracelet. I didn't think much of it, and she put her kids' names and made a couple of them, and that was cute. There we go. Beginner stuff. Still pretty though. Beginner doesn't mean not cute. All right. About halfway down my first row now. This is gonna take a while, I think. Gosh, I'm so tired. I need to refill my coffee. It's already like almost empty. And I feel like I have not even gotten any caffeine from it yet. By the way, have you clicked the thumbs up button today? Do it. Click the thumbs up button. You're already here, so click it. Like the stream. You're here. I need my first cup. I need my second cup. But I'll finish this row before I go refill my coffee. I'm a grown-up. I can finish a thing. ADD. Ugh. Case of the Mondays, I tell you what. I did? Oh, thanks, Michelle. Good job. And thank you to whoever just clicked the like button there. Appreciate you. I saw that change over. I can see when you click the like button. I can't see who, but I see the like number change. So thank you for clicking. Appreciate you. Already clicked. Coffee was consumed, and now I want a mud water. I want to make a coffee, but I'm going to add a scoop of hot chocolate mix into my coffee and call it a mocha. Is it a mocha? Probably not really, but you know, a scoop of hot chocolate mix into a cup of coffee, it makes me feel like I'm having something that isn't just boring coffee. Golly gosh, only a few more stitches left here, and then we can move into a new color. Weaving these ends in is going to kill me, so that sucks, but it's going to be worth it. There's going to be so many ends. Am I going to just crochet over my ends, or am I going to weave them in? Maybe I'm going to weave them in like an adult. Sometimes it's hard, but I think I could do it. I did it for that sweater, and I feel good about that. Rohan is just, he's been sleeping in that box for like a week now, and he loves it. He prefers the box to any other option. And Thunder likes his new basket. I bought a basket at the thrift store, and I put Thunder's dog bed inside of it. and he very much enjoys having his dog bed in a basket. I also washed his dog bed, which was very nice. I forget to do it for a while, and then when I do, I'm like, oh my god, the dog bed is so much softer than it feels normally, because it gets grungy because Thunder is 100, and he licks his feet as his self-soothing. And now his dog bed is nice and fluffy and not grimy anymore. We love that for him. All right, I'm just about at the end of that first row, and I didn't count how many stitches. I just crocheted until it felt right. I did a chain row until it felt right, and I will show you how long it is. I don't think I'll bother measuring because it doesn't matter. Is there one more stitch, or is that just a knot? I feel like that is a stitch. There. Cool, there's my first row. I'll be right back. See Thunder in his dog bed basket. I'm gonna go refill my coffee. I have my Christmas mug out. I'm gonna go refill my coffee. I'll be right back. Will it be also up? Fun of me coughing and sneezing. Excuse me. Get some vanilla paste and try a bit of that in your coffee. It's yummy. Ooh, that does sound nice. The mud water has cocoa and chia and chai tea along with other ingredients. Oh, that's nice. That one's mushrooms, right? The other ingredients. Okay, so there's my first row of blue. Maybe that's too long now that I'm looking at it, but that's fine. We're gonna just go with it. We're gonna switch to another color now, and I think we should switch to green. Green to start out. I put out a box for Sweet Pea, and she jumped in to check out the toy I threw in it and dumped it out and ignored it after that. Yeah, that sounds about right. Rohan has just been actively choosing this box for the last while. He enjoys it, and I'm happy for him. Whatever floats his boat, you know? He seems pleased in it. He seems very comfortable. Okay, so there's my first row. What should I do for my second row? Should I do another row of single crochet to start us off? Should I do a double crochet row? I don't know if there's enough yarn in this one to do a double crochet row. Maybe I'll do one more single crochet row just to like get it started, you know? Kiss. I could also do a back loop only or something, you know? to add a little bit of texture to start it off. So it's still a single crochet, but at least there's like something else happening. Hey! No, don't do that. Too loud. I'll just do back loops only single crochet for this row. Add a little bit of texture without it being like, without it being too different. So it's a little different, but also a little different, a little bit the same. Still single crochets. Good morning, I'm so late. Good morning, Louisa, that's okay. It's Monday. It happens on Mondays, you know? Got a case of the Mondays. I definitely have a case of the Mondays today. That is for sure. Okay. So I guess the side that we weave the ends in will be the side that we not do our decreases on. That'll be our straight side. And then the side that the ends are not being woven in on will be our decrease side. So I'm using a green yarn for my next color here. And I'm doing it back loops only. I'll move you a little over towards me so you can see what I'm working on. Sorry. My coffee time. I was making banana bread with Ada. Now I have a helper. It's in the oven. The banana bread, not Ada. Well, that's good. I'm glad the helper is not in the oven. No thank you, Beelzebub. No screeching. No one wants to hear your screeching. I tell ya. I tell you what, Beelzebub. Hello? Hello? Marina is my mother's middle name. Oh, that's fun. That's a nice name. Hi.
Hello.
What do you want for Christmas?
You already asked me that. A functional leather jacket.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. No?
Yeah. That's actually not a bad idea. Could take his leather jacket and get it repaired. The zipper broke. And like it broke, like it needs a replacement. Where do you get a zipper replaced?
We like grew up different on Christmases though.
I know. We're built different.
Not different. You like that?
Talking to me? Oh, you're talking to her.
You talking to me? Are you talking to me?
You're talking to your other girlfriend.
My girlfriend? What do you mean? She attacks me all the time.
Yeah, 'cause she loves you.
Yeah, okay.
I had a thought that what if she's the boy and he's the girl?
Yeah, okay. I can totally see that.
Because she's social, and it's like usually it's the boys that are social and friendly in parrots, and the girls are shy. So what if actually Beelzebub's a boy and Gary's the girl?
Possible.
I know it is possible.
They sex them wrong.
Or they sexed them right and they they just got it wrong.
Possible.
I'm gonna Google it if conures. If you can tell if conures have attitudes. Lol, do you imagine that? I mean, okay. Conure male versus female attitude. In general, female conures are more affectionate and cuddly than males, but there are many exceptions. Okay, so not with conures. With some parrots, it's like the boys are standoffish. Males are often more aggressive and triggered than females. Females may become aggressive when defending offspring. Females tend to exhibit more nesting behavior. Some say females dance. Yes, she does dance.
They both dance.
No, she's the girl. I forgot. I've seen them mate. Oops.
Who am I?
You're funny. Forgot about that. She definitely, she does the girl's job when they mate, and he does the boy's job.
I was just confused.
I mean, yeah, maybe they're just touching butts.
Yeah.
Or whatever lesbians do. I knew that's what you were thinking.
Yeah.
Anyway.
What's the prognosis? Is it gonna snow on Xmas Day, do you think?
I don't know. Doesn't really feel like it, but maybe it will. What do you think?
Pardon me?
What do you think?
No.
You think it's not going to snow on Xmas Day?
So.
I am suddenly thinking I actually don't have enough yarn. I think I might have overdid it for how long this is. Oops.
The other camera's not on if you're doing it for the other camera.
I know, I can see.
Okay.
Thank you, though.
Just letting you know.
Appreciate your assistance, sir.
Thanks. I'm a producer.
You're a great producer.
I produce nothing.
You really helped. Without you, I would have not known. The giant viewfinder doesn't help me. I need you to produce.
No.
You're a production assistant.
I'm an assistant to the assistant.
You're an assistant to the production assistant.
Assistant manager.
No, you're an assistant to the manager.
But can I have my office?
No. I think this might be too long. Maybe I made a mistake.
Last bill, I'm cured.
Really? You don't seem cured.
So it says.
Okay. I still have like a lot more.
Yeah, like 3 or 4 days ahead of me.
Yeah. Do you feel cured?
Huh?
Do you feel cured?
Yeah.
Oh, golly. Christmas is next Wednesday.
Yep.
That's so soon. Louisa says you sound much better.
Thank you. I worked really hard.
Did you?
Huh?
Did you?
Yeah.
You worked really hard to get better?
Yeah, this is November 5th.
November 5th?
Yep.
That's when you got sick?
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yep.
Louisa says hi, Alex.
Hi, Alex.
No, Louisa.
Oh, hi, Louisa. Have a good day.
You too, bye.
Bye.
That guy, man. Yeah, he sounds better, but he still has a cough. He's still, congested, and he still has an ear infection, and he's still, like, completely deaf. The doctor said he's gonna, push him to a ENT, an ear, nose, throat specialist. And I'm like, that's amazing, because if they get him to an ENT and they look at his ears, they're also going to look at his tonsils, and they're also going to look at his nose. And if they look at his nose and his tonsils and his ears, they might be like, you need your tonsils to come out. And then they'll finally give him a tonsillectomy, and I will be cured from worrying about him dying in his sleep from suffocating on his tonsils. The man's tonsils, you guys, are... I don't even know how he swallows food. When he's sick, his tonsils are touching. It's upsetting. So, I would love for him to see a specialist. Okay. Trying to decide if I'm going to do 2 rows of each color, because then it'll only have color changes on one side if I do that. And I think that might be a better idea. Do 2 rows in every color, except blue. Like, maybe I'll do 4 rows in blue or something. Hard to know. I think I'll do 2 rows in this green though, because I think there's enough. And this will be my first decrease. There. Chain 1 and turn. Skip the first stitch, and maybe I'll do single crochet in the front loops for this next one. That might be fun. Create more texture on one side, you know? I think that, yeah, that does do a little extra texture. Here, I'll show you from above. Chocolate mocha. See? I did back loops on the first, now I'm doing front loops, so it's creating 2 textures. And then in the next row, I'll do back loops, then the next one, front loops, and it'll just be, that'll be a good texture to start with. And then what color will we switch to next? Before we switch back to blue. I think we should do 2 color changes between each blue in order to create a little bit of, I don't know, interest. Hey Raven, good morning. What's the new project? Triangle shawl to use up my scraps. That's the plan right now. A triangle shawl to use up my scraps. And hopefully I've got enough yarn to actually do what I'm hoping to do, but you know, will we be surprised if that's not the case? No, we will not. But it'd be cool if we did have enough. That would be really nice. So for these ones, I'm doing single crochet. Right now I'm doing front loops only. I did back loops only for the previous row. And then I'm going to switch into another color. And if it's a color that I have a lot of, I could probably do a different stitch, like double crochets or something. It might be fun. Hey, Louisa, jealous of your banana bread. Also jealous of your banana bread. I agree with that. I want banana bread right now. I want any kind of sweet, festive bread. Pumpkin bread, zucchini bread, banana bread, orange bread. You know, lemon poppy seed bread. Give me all of the festive, sugary cakes that are baked in a loaf shape so that we get to call it bread, but really it's just cake. Banana bread is just cake. It's just got bananas in it. If you cook it in a loaf pan, it's suddenly bread. It's still cake. I haven't had banana bread in years. Time to make some. I have bananas that have been in my freezer for way too long. I think they would probably taste weird in banana bread now. But you know, that's okay. Maybe I'll still do it anyway. I have to fix my oven though. Something happened when they turned off our power to fix something upstairs. When they turned it back on, our oven didn't work, and it says like error when I try to turn the oven on. And when I looked on the online manual for the oven, it just said that something happened with the breaker and that I need to turn the oven off or turn the whole system off, unplug it, wait 30 seconds and then plug it back in and it should work. But that involves me moving my oven, and my oven has been in its place for a very long time. So it's stuck. It's stuck where it is, and I don't know how to get it out. And I don't want to deal with my landlord, so I just haven't pursued fixing that oven yet. It like bends when you try to move it. It doesn't like come out. I was saying the same thing while mixing it all. I also added blueberries. We love a blueberry. Ooh, blueberry banana bread. That sounds nice. Give me all them festive breads. Hopefully this shawl will look cute and not stupid. Ooh, find the mice family behind the oven, literally. And walnuts. Walnuts are delicious in banana bread. Yeah, I know that there's a mouse family living behind my oven because I continue catching them. However, the oven is stuck, like glued in place by just years of grime, I guess. And I have been unable to move it, and Alex has been unable to move it. And every time that he almost gets it, it makes creaking noises that make us worry that he's going to break it into a piece, like it's going to break off. It doesn't want to move. We've pulled out the drawer. We've been pulling from different areas of the oven. It just doesn't want to move. And I don't think they secured it like to the wall or anything. I don't think you do that. I think the oven is just sitting there, but it is very much stuck and I can't get it out. So it's one of those things where it's like, once I have like a very big desire to bake, I will get Hulk-like strength, and then I will pull it out of its spot and all will be well. Hi guys, by the way, for those of you who showed up late, nice to see you. Don't forget to click the thumbs up button if you haven't done so yet. I'd appreciate it. I'm pleased with this. I think it'll make it across, no problem. Ooh, cinnamon sugar crust. You're just going all out there, Louisa, huh? Don't mind if I do. I want blueberry banana bread with walnuts and a cinnamon sugar crust. I actually want homemade cinnamon buns real bad. That would be a really good treat right now. Homemade cinnamon buns. Yum. after I finish this row. I don't know what color to go to next. I don't know what color I have a lot of. I think the pink and the green I have a good amount of. Enough to do like a double crochet. Pink and gray? Is that pink and gray or pink and green? I think that's pink and green. And then we can do, I think we could probably also get away with 2 rows of the pink. Once we get a few more decreases in here, we'll be able to use more of the yarns. I think I might have made this too long. A little bit worried about that. Go with a lighter color. Well, the pink is lighter. I thought I had like a bright yellow somewhere, but I didn't find it while I was taking my yarns out last night to set up. Excuse me. Okay, almost done the row. Oh, one of my Etsy orders, by the way. I told you guys I've been looking at seeds. One of my Etsy seed orders, or one of my Etsy seed baskets, just gave me 25% off, and it's making me think that I'm gonna place the order. It's for a bunch of other seeds that I don't really need, but I want, because then I will have the perfect garden next year. I really hope I can put together a nice garden again. I'm sure I will, but apparently the winter is going to be different this year, which means that I might have to start my garden later. But I'm also, I bought Clarkia Mountain Garland seeds, which I didn't know that I was going to love so much, but this year I loved them so much. And they grew so well and made such beautiful plants and beautiful flowers. And at first I was like, I'm not going to grow these again. They don't do anything for me. And then they came into full flower and I was like, oh my God, no, they're most amazing. Do you have a garden theme? I don't know yet. I bought seeds that I just had on my wish list. And other than that, I just have a bunch of seeds that I already seed saved from this year. So I mean, we can do another pink garden, but no, I don't have a theme per se, but I do have ideas of, I have concepts of a plan. I kind of want to do more purple and yellow. Last year it was almost entirely pink. I think I want to add some purples, and I want to add some yellows because I do love yellow. But other than that, I don't really know what else I want to add. What do you think? What do you think I should do? Do you have an idea for a theme? Last year, the theme was just pink. as much pink as possible. More pink, more pink, more pink. But now I'm like, I'm open to other things. Where'd my scissors go? Okay, so what do we do? Pink and gray or pink and green? I have lots of both. Maybe pink and gray, because then the green can be used later to like tie in. We don't need it to all make sense together. I know this year won't be a goth garden. That's not going to be a this year garden. I think when I do a goth garden, it'll be when I have a yard again. And what I'll do is I'll do like the front yard will be goth, and then the backyard will be whatever the other theme is. I don't think I can have only one garden and have it all be black and dark purple, you know? 1 and 2 and turn. Gorge. And we'll do back loops only, but not for the first one. I think you should invest in some bigger scale garden items like a Japanese maple or a dwarf apple tree. Focus on adding a little dimension and visual layering or interest. I think that's a good idea. I do have a couple of tree saplings right now that I am fostering. Hopefully they will take off a little bit over winter. They're outside. And then I also have a walnut, what is it, an English walnut tree that is, I don't know, maybe about 3 feet. But I agree that another kind of tree would be a good idea. I kind of want to do one of those decorative willows or one of those hydrangea trees. You know, like where they're like shaped like a topiary, that kind of shape. I think that could be cool, like a topiary willow or hydrangea tree. But I also think a maple could be kind of cool, like a Japanese maple. Something with some bright color that'll stay bright into the fall. Ooh, a goth garden. Yeah, you know, like where it's all dark purples and black. I'm going to get a walnut tree when I get my allotment through my university. Well, my mom and dad have a walnut tree, and my dad started a few years ago, basically a nursery. Every winter he loads up a bunch of huge containers with soil and walnuts, and then in the spring he transplants out the walnuts because they germinate over the winter, so they just have like a little tail of a root in the spring, and he transplants those out into tree pots, and then by fall they're little saplings, and they have, I don't know, a couple hundred now walnut trees in pots, and he transplants them into a bigger pot, and then they sell them, but he also plans on like planting more of them. But yeah, they have a lot of them, so I can get another walnut tree. Oh, by the way, I'm back at uni. Haha, I hate it. Oh God. Well, welcome back to university. I'm sorry that you have to go back to university, but I'm happy that you're going back to university, because going back to school, getting more skills equals more opportunity for money increase in pay and whatnot. Walnut trees only took a few years to produce as well, so that's great. Yeah, and these ones are really nice walnuts. They're like the kind you get at the store. They're English walnuts, not, I think my dad's been calling them German walnuts, which I don't know if that's correct. But they're not black walnuts. They're not like they're like when you crack them open, they have like a beautiful, easy to access nut inside. Yeah, I'm doing midwifery, so yay, babies. Oh, that's awesome. Well, congratulations on deciding to go back to school. That's a hard decision, but well done. And babies is also cool. But yeah, so I'll have a walnut tree that'll be relatively good sized. My parents also have apple trees that are in pots, so I could get an apple tree from them. But I kind of want to do something that's more more pretty than it is functional. Like an apple tree is cool, sure, but like a topiary willow or a topiary hydrangea, I think would be good. There's these hydrangeas that are like tree form hydrangeas. They're not like a bush, and they're really lovely. They're not the same as like a regular hydrangea in terms of how their flowers look, but they still flower and they still make a beautiful addition to a garden. I think they could be fun. Another thing I was thinking could be fun would be to get like an evergreen, like one of those hedge plants people buy. It's like a tree, but you plant a bunch of them. Cedar, maybe, like a cedar hedge, but just get one to have like a vertical shape in the garden. Maybe wisteria, those are gorgeous. Yeah, wisteria are pretty, but they also, like, there's a lot of like negative stuff with wisterias here. I don't know if that's everywhere, but where I live, it's like wisterias are like, don't, it's like a morning glory. Don't plant wisteria. It'll ruin the neighborhood. It'll take down the foundations. And even if I have it in a pot, eventually I'm going to want to put it in the ground. A red maple. Yeah, a red maple would be great. I think a Japanese maple would be really nice too, though. Wisteria. There was a wisteria at our old place, at the farm. And I saved seeds for it, and I don't know where they ended up. I might have them somewhere, but I don't know. A red maple is lovely. A Japanese maple is lovely. One of those topiary willow trees would be pretty. The white ones. I have a mini Japanese maple in my living room and I love it. I love watching the leaves change. You have it inside and it's surviving, like it's functioning. My lemon tree right now is on the struggle. It's on a cliff, honestly. He's struggling. My lemon tree dropped about 70% of its leaves. And now it just looks so sad. It has water, it has sunlight, but it came inside and just had a total shock and hates being inside. I'm sure he will recover over the next month or so, but wow, that was a shock. So many leaves fell in like the course of like 3 days. And now it's just struggling. I mean, it's 3 or 4 years old now, and it's very slow growing. I think I've basically bonsai'd it by accident. That's cool, though, that it doesn't die inside. How often do you water it? Must be missing Alex. Yeah, probably. I hope Alex is doing well. But having a Japanese maple that lives inside seems... Yeah, like how often do you water it? How do you care for a tree living inside? I mean, I care for a lemon tree, but it's like, I don't know. Feels different than a maple tree. Like once every fortnight to every 3 weeks. Okay. Neato gang. Achoo! No. That's not what I said. I said achoo! Good morning, Thunder. I can hear you walking. Are you saying, come here? Calling Thunder. Come here, Beelzebub. Come here. Come on. Come here. Oh, come here, Beelzebub. Come here, Beelzebub. Come here, Beelzebub. She's saying, come here. Come here. Come on, baby. Sometimes they say the cutest little things, and they seem like such cute animals. I wonder why Rohan loves the box so much. He's sleeping in a box right now beside me. And he has a cat bed. But he just loves this cardboard box. Look at this kitty cat. He's sweet. Why are you so sweet sometimes? Oh, that's nice. Right in the armpit. Oh, that's a good boy. Just chillin'. Is Gary still in his independent parrot era? He can't be independent right now because he has one of his wings clipped. Gary escaped. I don't know if you were here for that. Gary escaped a couple of weeks ago, and he flew very far away. Like, I'm talking several houses away. I could not see him. I could hear him, but I couldn't see him. And it was very scary. And he stayed away for a total of 40 minutes out of the house. It was 0 degrees Celsius, so I was concerned. Beelzebub is the reason he ended up coming back, so thank God. She called him, and he came back. But he flew all around our neighborhood, and he flew like 6 houses away on the other side of the house in a tree, so I couldn't see him at all, and he was screaming, so I could hear him. But he was following other birds around the neighborhood. Like, when birds would fly, he would fly, and that's not good. And he ended up really, really, really high up in a faraway tree so that I could see him really high up. He ended up coming back, which was awesome, but it was really scary, and he like plotted the escape. So he flew out real quick, and it was very scary. So one of his wings, I trimmed his flight feathers down. So right now he is not independent because he can't be. I didn't want to break his trust again by cutting his feathers, but he broke my trust by flying really far away. Like, if Beelzebub didn't call him back, he wouldn't have come back. He didn't come back because I called him. So yeah, I had them in the bathroom because they come with me when I take a shower. So after I took my shower, they were sitting where they normally sit. I turned the light off in the bathroom, which made it pitch black because our bathroom has it has a window, but the window is covered. So it was pitch black. I grabbed him with a towel. I could see. He couldn't see, so he didn't struggle. I grabbed him with a towel. I trimmed his feathers. I put him back, and then I turned the light on and acted like it wasn't me. So I think that he doesn't think that I did it because he hasn't been acting standoffish to me, and he lets me pick him up. But yeah, the feathers on one wing are short, so he has really bad balance. So he doesn't try and fly away right now. I don't know what else I can do because he doesn't really trust me. Like, he didn't come because I wanted him to. And Beelzebub, she comes back. Like, if she gets outside, she comes right back. If I call her, she'll come right to my hand. She behaves really well, and she listens. Gary does not listen. So he doesn't listen, and he doesn't want to be here. He is here because he loves Beelzebub, not because he likes us. And it's not for lack of trying. Like, we give him treats. We talk to him. We do all the same things that we do with Beelzebub, but he's just not the same level of tame. Gary not giving a single F. Literally, it was so scary. I'm yelling outside, Gary, come here, Gary. Do you want some seeds? Do you want some yogurt? Do you want a banana? Saying all of his favorite things, and he's screaming from the tree. And he doesn't sound like any of our native birds, so it was kind of bizarre. I'm sure the neighbors were like, what in the hell is that bird? That bright colored shrieking bird. That's Gary. That was a clever plan. Yeah, I think so, because they can't see in the dark. So first of all, they wouldn't fly away when I go to grab him. Second of all, I put him back and then put the scissors away and then turned the light back on and continued brushing my hair, like, and then he like went like, ah, and I was like, what happened, buddy? Are you okay? Everything okay? What's that? What happened? And I think I tricked him. I think he doesn't know it was me. I hope he doesn't know it was me. Or I hope he forgives me that it was me. Either way, he doesn't seem to be completely bothered by it, which is great. But yeah, he'll let me pick him up now, which is, and without biting me, which is good. Mwah, very devious, yes. I am devious. Come here, you. Well, way to prove me wrong there, Gary. Come here. Come here. Here's Mr. Gary. That's Beelzebub. Come here, Beelzebub. Come on, off the computer. Okay. So here's Gary. I'll show you what he looks like from above right now. Nope, not from there, from here. You can see the blue feathers are gone from one side. It just ruins his balance. Right? Bad balance means good bird, unfortunately. Can I have a kiss? Can I have a kiss? Thank you. Kiss. Thank you. We're still working on trust, obviously. But I can pick him up and take him with me wherever I gotta go. Devil. Cute bird. Very cute bird. Very devil. Where are you going, Gary? He's like, I'll just live inside your hair, I guess. Are you trying to nest inside my hair? Here. There. Better? Crazy bird. Well, that was a great job. So Gary definitely did an open flight aviary in the cult farm. Yeah, he definitely does an open flight aviary with double doors. Like, you go into the first door, you close the door behind you, and then you open the second door. He needs double doors. Because if there's only one door, he waits. He waits for his opportunity, and he goes. So, yeah, he'll need an open flight pen, but he'll also need double doors on it. Which is fine. We'll get those. In our future home, I will have Alex build an additional door on the outside. Like, you might have seen them in restaurants in the wintertime. At least in Canada, they do that a lot, where they build like a little extra room just outside of the restaurant that you like go into, close the door, and then you go into the restaurant. Literally an airlock. Yeah, we need an airlock for Gary. A Gairlock. We need a Gairlock for our bird. He's cute, but he's a sneaky boy. So, since he's sneaky, we just gotta do what we gotta do. Okay, I have a good idea. I think I'm gonna do a double crochet row down this way and then the next, on the way back, it'll be a single crochet. If you have a chance, check the banana bread. Oh, don't mind if I do. Oh, Discord. Oh, that looks delicious. The top. What have you got going on in the back there? The top looks sugary and crunchy, and I want to enjoy it. Delightful. He wants to live in the jungle, probably. Yeah, he probably does. Unfortunately for him, that's not possible because we live in Canada, and I cannot return him to the jungle because he's born in captivity. So, though he would probably be fine if I could return him to the jungle, because, I mean, he would just join a group of birds, wouldn't he? We have no jungle for him to join here. There is nowhere for him to be returned to. He is a captive-born conure. Yes, he probably does want to live out in the jungle, but when I have the means to provide a jungle type thing for him, I definitely will. I will give him everything that he can possibly want. I'll give him trees, and I'll give him vines and lots of things to eat, and he'll be hopefully happy in that scenario. He's generally a happy bird, but he wants to fly. Like, he flew. Like, Beelzebub doesn't fly. She flies to something and flies back from something. Gary flew the way, like, you see pigeons in the city just sort of do rounds. Like, he wants to fly. He wants to, like, go on a little adventure and fly around. Like, when people say, like, oh, why don't you get a leash and take him out, like, that way? He wants to, like, do distance. He wants to fly high, and he wants to fly far. And he clearly was having a lot of fun doing it, but it's not safe in the city. We'll just buy a dilapidated mansion here in Scotland. A lot of them have giant rooms. We'll convert it to that were converted in the 90s to have a swimming pool, so we'll make that room our tropical oasis. Love that idea. That'll be the tropical oasis room. So we'll make it more of a lagoon instead of a pool. Like, it doesn't have to be that deep, so that we could put plants in it. It'll be like a lagoon. And then we'll just have a bunch of tropical birds in there. It's perfect. We'll install a skylight. It'll be dilapidated, so it'll be cheaper to just install a skylight than have the whole roof repaired. Oh yeah, it'll be natural rather than chlorine. Nice and bird safe. Yeah. It'll be bird safe, and it'll be like, there'll be lizards, but there'll be lizards that don't eat birds. Like little geckos and anoles. And we'll have little button quail in there, keeping insects at bay. Maybe like a couple ducks, you know? Like disabled ducks that we can rescue from other places. There's got to be disabled ducks everywhere. It'll be great. It'll be perfect. Ooh, lamb curry. Don't mind if I do. I mean, I'm going to be farming ducks elsewhere on the property for meat, so you're welcome to rescue your favorites. Yeah, you know what? When the ones that are either extra cute or disabled, that'll go for the rabbits too, I guess, Raven. We can have a rabbit living in there because it'll be like a what's it called? A bioactive terrarium. It'll just be a huge bioactive terrarium. We can have a couple of bunnies from the rabbit meat area. We could have a couple of quails. Pretty much everything from the meat area, the cutest ones can end up in there. Or the retired mamas, you know? Because, like, when you're doing meat rabbits, you breed the meat rabbits. You don't eat the mothers, you eat their babies. Wow, that is dark. But you don't eat you have, like, does and bucks, and then the babies are the ones that you raise for meat. Well, when the mothers retire, they can live in the giant greenhouse. You know what I mean? Our retired rabbits. Yeah, retired mums can go on a tropical holiday instead of freezer camp. Yeah, they've worked hard enough their whole life. They can have a holiday in the tropics. Freezer camp. Dark. Alex doesn't want to have rabbits for meat because they're cute. And I'm like, bro, chickens are cute. If it's about what's cute, then you should be a vegetarian, because literally what isn't cute? Adult pigs aren't really cute. I mean, when you know the individual, sure, but like adult pigs, just like as is, not cute. Adult cows, very cute. Chickens, very cute. Rabbits, very cute. Ducks, very cute. Like, if you're going, I don't want to eat it because it's cute, you can't eat meat. He doesn't have to eat them, but I bet if I make him a rabbit blanket, he'll love it. Yeah, or if rabbit anything, and also rabbit meat is good. It's just, they are cute. You're right, they're cute. So don't eat chicken anymore then. We had chickens. He knows how cute and how social they can be. And how excited some of them are to see you. Like, there are some, like Poppy, who is so super aggressive and, like, socially rude. She was, like, a rude chicken. And we loved her. But then there was, like, Clover, who was, like, this sweet, gentle mama. And then Diane, who was, like, my favorite chicken in the whole world. Like, we knew their personalities. And people are like, they don't have personalities. No, they do. And they're very friendly little animals. And once you get to know a chicken, they are individuals. Like, yes, when you see a flock of chickens, you're like, look, chickens, they don't have any personality. But when you feed them every single morning, they do have individual traits, individual personalities, and individual little things. Like, some of them prefer certain foods, and some of them prefer certain people, and some of them have certain sounds that they make when they see you. They are very individual and very sweet. So the idea that it's like, well, they're not cute, they actually are really cute when you know them as an individual. So being like, I don't want to eat this animal because it's cute, is like, it doesn't really work for me as a reason to not eat an animal, because I eat chickens, and chickens are individuals and they're very cute. Cows. Have you met a cow? They are very individual and they are very cute. Their eyelashes are cartoonishly long, and they are friendly and sweet, and the noises they make are so sweet. Gosh, I love cows. But I also love ground beef tacos. And I've made, at this point in my life, I've made peace with that. Obviously, I would much prefer to raise my own animals for meat, so that I know they have a good life until they are eaten, as opposed to eating, like, sweatshop, child slavery meat, which is basically what we eat. They live in a tight quarters and they are slaughtered young. It's just not a good system that we're in for how we get food. However, if I'm growing it myself, I don't have the guilt for eating the meat the same way that I do for the system that's in it. That's it exactly. I want the meat I eat to have a good life rather than a horrific one. Yeah, a good life. They're still going to be meat, but they don't have to have a horrific life. They can have a life that ends abruptly. Doesn't have to be a life that is horrifying and then ends painfully. It can just be a great life that one day abruptly ends. And there wouldn't be waste. It's not like if they're ugly, they get thrown out, you know? Like, you know, like we get chickens from factory farms and whatever. If it doesn't meet expectations after it's been slaughtered, it is thrown out. Sometimes it's provided to things like dog food or fertilizer, but like there's a huge amount of waste as well. And it's like, first of all, it lived a short, horrific life, and now it's not even feeding people. Whereas the ones, if it's ugly and some of the meat is bruised, it could still be used, you know? That's how I feel. I still have part of Poppy in my freezer that I need to process for taxidermy. And talking about dead animals right now just reminded me of that. My third favorite chicken died this past summer. Poppy was her name. And my dad saved her for me in case I wanted to taxidermy her, because I did with Diane. I taxidermied my favorite chicken. And I decided I do want to do some taxidermy with Poppy, but I didn't want to do her whole skeleton. I figured I would just do her skull. So I still have to do that. It's just in my freezer, like as if it's meat, which Alex reminds me when I'm like, oh, we have to pick up chicken. He's like, we have chicken in the freezer. And I'm like, okay. Thank you for your passive aggressiveness, sir. I will process Poppy eventually. Just haven't done it yet. Plus, there's so much on a farm that we can't eat, but our animals could make do with, and it's all part of the nutrient cycle. Yep. Yeah, like pigs. They'll just eat everything for us. Anything that's left over, don't worry. Give it to the pigs. Oh, an animal died? Give it to the pigs. Too cold to process her at the moment. It can wait till spring. Well, I want to say, yes, you're right about that, but the truth is that I process her because she is a chicken. I can just do it in the house with my pots and stuff because she is a chicken. But yeah, let's say that's what it is. Okay, we've done pink, green, and blue. I guess I should do a row of blue. Oh, it's still attached, isn't it? It can wait. Poppy will not go bad in the freezer as she is dead. There we go. She already skinned. I'd want to do it outdoors just for the feather explosion. I didn't take her whole body. I just took her head and her feet. Sorry if that is triggering or TMI for you. I did not take her whole body. I didn't want to do the whole thing. I just wanted to do her skull. And then I was like, I also want to do her foot because that was my favorite part about Diane's skeleton, was all of her foot bones. So I only took her head and her feet. I was going to take one of her wings, and then I was like, I don't want to deal with the feathers. So no, she's not skinned, but I'm not really concerned about the quantity of feathers on her head. Yep. I feel like crap right now. I feel so tired. And I've had this sinus headache for like a week now, where it's like right behind my eyes, and it's like I can feel it. If I squint my eyes, it's right here, and it's like it's just pressure. I don't want it anymore. My friend's new partner is a part-time game warden here in Scotland, so I'm going to buy a bunch of pheasant feathers off him soon. Exciting. Ooh, that's cool. A game warden. That seems like such a serious sounding job, doesn't it? I'm the game warden. Sounds like I would not want to get mixed up with the game warden. Oh no, the game warden is coming. He's gonna know what we've done. You know, the vibes. Ugh, I had an eyeball headache last week. I do not recommend. Yeah. Or last night at work. Wow. Read the words, Laura. Yeah, I do not recommend them either. Mine is like if I squint my eyes really hard, I feel it right behind my eye. And if I blow my nose, I feel it there too. And it's just like heavy pressure. Not fun. Not my favorite thing. I mean, it's kind of cute. It's not really doing anything for me just yet, but I'm sure it'll be cuter as we keep going. Well, it means he can hunt, which is a pain to be able to access here, so he's a good guy to know. Oh, the game warden is allowed to hunt. Who is allowed to hunt in Scotland? And what's huntable in Scotland? What have you guys got there? Deer. Do you have bears there? Probably not, right? Because it's like an island. Is Scotland an island? Yeah, it is, right? Words are hard. Don't worry about me. Deer. Wild horses? You probably can't hunt wild horses. I feel like I killed the convo with the meat processing chat. I mean, not with me. You didn't kill the convo with me. Pheasants, obviously. What, grouse? What else can you hunt in Scotland? The UK is an island. Scotland is attached to England. Right. What do you think you can hunt for in Scotland, Alex?
Sorry?
What do you think you can hunt for in Scotland?
Boars.
Boars?
I don't know.
I mean, probably. Pheasants, grouse, deer, and squirrel.
Dang. Oh dear.
Oh dear. Rabbit. Mm-hmm. Probably mink. Right? Like ferret type animals. Fox. Do you guys have coyotes there? You have foxes for sure, right? Rich toffs still do fox hunting. Excuse me. But that's for sport. Yeah, gross. No, we use our ferrets for rabbit hunting, though. Okay. And no coyotes. Do you have wolves? No coyotes. What's your dog animal? Is it just foxes? That's interesting. Nope, we hunted our wolves to extinction about 500 years ago. Well, great. Hello. Are those any good?
What?
Are those any good?
They're okay.
Are they stale?
No.
Ugh. There's talk to potentially, oops, sorry, hit the mic, reintroduce them at some point, but like people are babies. Yeah. Wolves, they will attack our children. No, probably they'll stay in the woods. Probably they'll just stay out of our way. Is it to deal with the deer population? Isn't that why they brought them back around here more? I know we had wolves, but they introduced more wolves. And eliminated boar about 300 years ago. Oh, okay. Love that for you guys. Just extinct all the critters. I wonder if you have like a crazy population of deer then. Yay, well done us. Humans be doing extinctions since the before times. Yeah, I think this might be a little too long, which makes me nervous. We're gonna find out eventually. This is how long I've made it. I may have made the triangle shawl too long. My thought is that on one side it'll be a right angle, and the other side will have reductions, and it'll just be stripes of color, and now I'm looking at it and being like, I don't know about all this. The roads take care of a decent number of deer. Great. How many deer die from car accidents? Definitely several. At least several. Boars. Apparently there's boars here again now. Wild pigs have started to reintroduce themselves and multiply quickly in southern Ontario. There used to be 0, and now there are not 0. There are several families of wild boar, and they're just domestic pigs that got out and have been out for a couple generations, so they're feral pigs, but they're turning into boars. It takes like one generation of being out in the wild and pigs revert to boar status, which is so wild. It seems weird that they can like change shape and behavior after one generation. And they get like longer tusks and they like turn into wild animals, which is crazy. I mean, I've seen more than one carcass just on one car ride, so yeah, definitely more than one. Poor deers. How do pigs feralize and wildize so quickly? Seems interesting. It's like, how domestic are they really? If they can rewild that fast? Seems like they're just a little domesticated. Like, not really, just a little. Rohan just growled in his sleep. Like he did a loud, it wasn't even a purr, it was like a growl. Yeah, I truly don't understand that. They must be breeding with a more ancient lineage somewhere. I get changing shape a bit just with muscle growth and like rampaging, but like tusks, that's weird. Yeah, it seems like, but there aren't ancient lineages here. That's what's weird, is that we don't have like wild boars here. They're not like from here, or if they're from here, they're not from here recently. Like you don't go boar hunting here unless they're like coming from somewhere more south and then just being here, hiding. How? I don't understand. Anyway, no thanks. Imagine you're just on a walk with your dog and suddenly wild boar. What? You're not supposed to be here. So pigs aren't native to the US at all, apart from those ones with the Spanish-esque names. I don't know if they're native, if there are any native pigs to Canada. Does Canada have any native pigs? No, there are no native pig species in Canada. Wild pigs are an invasive species introduced from Europe and Asia in the 1980s. 1980s? They were introduced as exotic livestock for meat. Okay, so native pig species, wild pigs is an invasive species. How many wild pigs are in Canada? An estimated 62,000 wild pigs in Canada, but the exact population is unknown. It has been growing rapidly, with 75 to 85% of sightings reported in the last 5 years. In 2022, the population grew most on record, and the trend is continued into 2023. Wild pigs, also known as feral hogs or boar, are invasive species that pose a threat to Canadian farmers and the environment. They can destroy acres of land, dig into crops, and carry diseases that threaten pork producers. They're nocturnal, evasive, and smart. They can easily jump 6-foot fences and travel in large family group packs called sounders. Okay. In 2019, the range of wild pigs increased by nearly 90,000 kilometers. How far is 100,000 kilometers? I'm trying to think of how big that is. In Ontario, they're found in small localized groups across central, southern, and eastern regions. In July of 2023, there were sightings in the Northwest Territories. That's far. Is there a map of wild pigs? Saskatchewan, Alberta, and Manitoba have established populations. British Columbia, Ontario, and Quebec have scattered populations. They were first imported into Canada in the 1980s to diversify our pork livestock. The problem began when some farmers released their pigs after the market collapsed in 2001. Great. Yeah, they don't look like regular pigs. They have hair on them, they've got elongated snouts, and they look like a boar. They don't look like they don't look like pigs the way we have pigs here. They look like a wild animal. Oh, bye, Deborah. Got interrupted by phone calls. Now I have to go. Have a great rest of your day, everyone. You too, Deborah. Have a good rest of your day. Apparently there's a few million just in Texas. Wow. There was a video that came out over the last fortnight of hunters getting surprised by a herd of wild pigs in the snow. It did not go well for anyone involved. Yeah, I can't imagine that would have gone well. Invasive Species Center. Yeah, see, they're not like, they don't look like our pigs. They can be described as any pig that is outside a fence. Cool. Distribution, that's what I wanted to see. Live pigs are not permitted in provincial parks. That makes sense. It's illegal to release any pig into the environment. Also makes sense. For sightings? Wow, that's crazy. Okay. Fun to know. Fun info. Always fun to learn new things, isn't it, friends? All right. I'm done. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna take a little power nap so that I can work this afternoon because I feel like I'm falling apart right now. I also just picked off one of my nails, so I have to clip it so that I don't rip it off. Good. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna take a quick power nap so that I can get work done this afternoon. So wish me luck on actually getting work done. I love you too, Melanie. Love you guys. Have a good rest of your day. I think I might do a surprise live stream tomorrow evening because I am not putting out a new video tomorrow. So I may I may do a live stream tomorrow evening. I'll let you know in Discord if that's going to happen. But if you are around, then come to that. If not, totally okay. But I will see you for sure on Wednesday and possibly tomorrow. Also, thank you to everyone supporting the channel. If you want to join and become a channel supporter, get access to our private Discord and all the other fun things you get with that, check the links in the description box down below. And that's all for today. Okay, love you. Bye. Have a good rest of your day. Bye. Okay, see you later. Bye. Bye.